Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, April 13th, and I am so excited to be back here with you all for another morning motivation and another fantastic week. I am so excited for today's morning motivation for two different reasons. One, we got a video on Friday of one of you doing the Brooke Creed, and so that scholar, and I'll keep it a surprise until we get there, is going to be leading the Brooke Creed today. Remember, if you want to lead the Brooke Creed like you'll see this scholar doing today, just send me a video of you doing the Brooke Creed and you'll get highlighted in one of our morning motivations for everyone else to see. Remember, the other thing you can submit a video of yourself doing is one of the core value songs. So maybe every day this week, have mom or dad or your aunt or uncle videotape you doing the core value song along with morning motivation, and then send that video to me and you could be our leader for that song later this week. Okay. The other thing I'm really excited for is our goal today is, I think, my favorite one yet. We have a new brain goal today, and it is a brain goal that I used to love working on when I was a kid, just like you guys. And I think you guys are going to really, really like this one because it's a brain goal that is going to grow your brain, but is also going to be super fun while you do it. So get excited for that today. Let's start with our Brooke Creed, and let's do a little drum roll so you can find out who the scholar is that's going to lead it. Drum roll, please. Today, the scholar that is leading the Brooke Creed is Liam from Holy Cross. So your job is to follow along with Liam. You'll see me down here doing the motions along with him. I'm not going to say the words because I want you to hear Liam's voice, but at home you should definitely say the words. Okay, let's check out Liam. Get that volume up so you guys can hear him really well. Okay, here we go.
I'm a book scholar. I have the power to determine who I am, who I become, and what I do in life. I will stay focused on achieving excellence. I will make smart choices because I respect myself, my teammates, and my community. Today is a step on my back to success.
Let's give Liam a round of applause. Liam, that was so awesome, and I was so excited to see you as the first person leading the Brooke Creed. So where you are at home, give Liam a round of applause with me. Awesome job, Liam. If someone else wants to lead it tomorrow, make sure to send a video to me or to your teacher. Let's get into shout-outs for today. Mr. Gilbert has a shout-out for Brian, who's been turning in some awesome writing work. So in addition to answering the prompts that are being asked, Brian is also being super neat with his handwriting, so Mr. Gilbert can read every single word that he is writing. Brian, we are so proud of you. Make sure to keep up that awesome writing. 2 claps for Brian. Our next shout out is also from Mr. Gilbert, and it's also for fantastic writing, but this person is Jet. Jet has been doing an amazing job turning in awesome writing. And when he takes a picture of his writing, he's always in the picture and he's always smiling a ton. And that shows Mr. Gilbert and it shows me that he is just really happy to be working on things and growing his brain while he is at home. And it just makes us so happy to see. So awesome leadership, Jet. Keep up that fantastic writing and that awesome positivity. Let's give 2 claps for Jet. Our next shout out is from Mr. Scott, who has a shout out for Ethan. He did a wonderful job completing a math exit ticket. Check out his work in the picture as I described to you what he did. So in this exit ticket, Ethan had to evaluate, which means he had to decide if he agreed or he disagreed with someone else's work. And he evaluated that person's work by using base 10 blocks, regrouping perfectly, but then also in his writing included some great math vocabulary, like the phrase ones place. That shows that Ethan is really being careful as he evaluates someone else's work, and he's using the vocabulary that he learned in class to explain his thinking. He wrote a super detailed response and disagreed with the other person's answer, and it just showed awesome, awesome math work. And this is directly from Mr. Scott, as you can imagine. He says, Ethan, keep up the excellent work, Dr. Puffin. Let's give Ethan/Dr. Puffin 2 claps. Our next shout out is from Miss Chrisman, and it comes with a video. It's a shout out for Alcide because he is doing a great job writing periods at the end of his sentence. Let's listen to Alcide read his writing and also check it out on the video as he reads.
We're at school. Period. I can play at recess with my friends. Period. I can go to music class and dance class. I can do experiments. Period. Snack is fun because when people are done, we can go to reading and writing centers. Done.
Elsie, that is fantastic writing. I was so impressed by your spelling of the word experiments. You spelled it exactly like the book, and also your reading in those really careful periods. Let's give Elsie 2 claps. Our next shout out is from Miss Dixon, and it is for Isaiah. Last week, Isaiah finished every single assignment on Seesaw, and he is continuing to work really hard while he's at home and grow his brain while he's at home. He shows all of his work on math, and he's putting in a ton of effort on ELA. Awesome job, Isaiah, and make sure to keep up that great work as we go into Seesaw this week. 2 claps for Isaiah. All right, we have someone who achieved a goal from last week that we're going to celebrate together today. Remember last Thursday, our caring goal was to ask someone, can I help you with that? So to notice someone who is doing a task that they might need help with and that you could help with, and then asking them so that you can actually be a great teammate and show that you care about them. And Divine at home did an awesome job helping to serve dinner for her family. I also heard from Divine's mom that Divine is watching Morning Motivation every single day and completing the goal every single day, and she really looks forward to it. Divine, that is awesome leadership, and I'm really proud of you keeping up with all these goals. Let's check it out as Divine helps to serve dinner for her family.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, these are the days of the week.
Awesome leadership, Divine. Let's give Divine 2 claps. All right, now we're moving into today's goal that I am so excited for. Today's Monday, so it's going to be a brain goal. So remember, some of the brain goals we've had have been working on your math facts last Monday, writing down when you're confused and asking questions of your teacher, and then we also worked on finding a cozy spot to read. Today's brain goal is going to be doing some brain games. So brain games can also be called brain teasers, and they are things that are pretty tricky where your brain is going to have to work hard, and definitely your brain is going to be exercising during this time, but you're also going to have a lot of fun doing it. And today I have 3 brain games for you. Now, the first brain game I think is going to be the easiest one. The second brain game is going to be about in the middle. And the third brain game is definitely tricky. That one took me a long time to figure out. Your goal for today is to complete as many of those brain games as you can. Maybe you'll be able to get all 3 done, or maybe you're going to pick one that feels just right for you and you're going to work on that one. Let me tell you about what the brain games are. Brain game number 1, and you'll have to keep this up on the screen to do this brain game. Brain game number 1 is you look at these 2 pictures, the picture on top and the picture on the bottom, and you have to find 10 things that are different about the top picture and the bottom picture. Okay? You'll have to look pretty carefully because the pictures are very similar, but you need to find all 10 in order to achieve this brain game. And if you do, you need to tell me what are all 10 that you found so I can make sure that you found them all. All right, brain game number 2, getting a little bit harder. This one I'm calling the color speed test. Now what you're going to see here is a bunch of different color names. And you're going to notice that the color name, the letters of that color name are actually a different color than it is. So for example, let's look at the first one. Hopefully most of you can read that word in a snap. That word is black. But notice that the font, the letters are red. So what your challenge is you need to look at each word and you need to say the color that you see, not the color that you read. So for example, if I'm going to do the first line, I would say red, black, green, blue, yellow, red. So notice I was saying the color of the letters, not the word. your brain's probably going to have to go a little slower than you're used to because your brain is going to want to read those words, but actually you just need to say the color of the font. So that one's going to be a little bit trickier for you, but definitely a fun one to do. The third brain game for today, this is very tricky. You need to figure out what number goes where the question mark is right now. And you're going to have to use the other numbers that are there in the puzzle to figure out what's the rule here. What's the pattern that this puzzle is using to figure out missing numbers? And then you'll have to tell me what is that missing number and explain to me how you figured it out. Okay, those are your 3 brain games for today. Complete any or all of those brain games and then let me know about it so we can celebrate you in Morning Motivation later this week. All right, let's move to our core value song. Drum roll, please. I have my wheel slightly off camera today, but I promise I'll tell you the truth of what it lands on. Ooh, I think it stopped. Okay, our song for today is Respect. Remember, I'm looking for people to lead these songs, so maybe right now, pause the video, go get one of your family members and have them videotape you doing Respect and then send it to me later so that I can share your video in Morning Motivation later this week. All right, go ahead and stand up, get your body ready, and let's do Respect. R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me.
Come on, man. I give respect to people every day because I want them to appreciate the things I do and say. I think before I speak and use a friendly tone because I want my good manners to be widely known. To get respect, you got to give respect. Be trustworthy, cause that's how people connect. If you're considerate, you'll feel the effect. To get respect, you got to give respect. I wait my turn and I give personal space. I say please and thank you with a smile on my face. Don't interrupt me, and I'll do the same for you. I'll give my full attention to your point of view. To get respect, you got to give respect. Be trustworthy, cause that's how people connect. If you're considerate, you'll feel the effect. To get respect, you got to give respect. I give apologies when people look concerned because respect isn't given, no, it has to be earned. To get respect, you got to give respect. Be trustworthy, cause that's how people connect. If you're considerate, you'll feel the effect. To get respect, you got to give respect. To get respect, you got to give respect. Be trustworthy, cause that's how people connect. If you're considerate, you'll feel the effect. To get respect, you got to give respect.
All right, I hope you all have a fabulous Monday. Remember to work on those 3 brain games today and send me your answers as you solve them. And remember, if you had a family member just record you doing that core value song or doing the Brooke Read, send it to me so I can highlight you in the same way we highlighted Liam today in Morning Motivation. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.